What is up, everybody? Badass here with a Madden 27 off-season video, and straight fresh off the Super Bowl win, we're gonna go ahead and move into the off-season. It was a great season overall. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Learned a lot. Changed the play style a little bit. Made a lot of mistakes, but it was definitely an interesting season. I'll put it to you like that. There was a lot going on, and I think the Super Bowl kind of encapsulated our season, to be quite frank. So we're just going to take a lot of the stuff that we learned and move forward and get better, and open up the offense and make our defense better. We have a lot of young players that really stepped up, and we're excited to move forward and see what they can do. And we have a lot of holes to fill as well, so that's going to be exciting in itself. I do have a little bit of music playing in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. Kind of just some chill, Arc Raiders-ish type music or whatever. But we're going to go ahead and get into the off-season part of the game. Again, they still have Connor Shepard as being able to upgrade, but you can't. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Acknowledge that the contract was extended. I'm always afraid I'm gonna move forward too fast on this. So I'll tell you, let's do this real quick before we do anything. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the yearly stats, things like that. As you can see, passing leaders. Brings right to it. Anyway. Passing leaders, Knox was the number one in passing yards and touchdowns. Priester led the league in rushing. Shepard was third in the league in receiving, which is crazy because he had a ridiculous season. But he did have 30 freaking touchdowns, which is pretty crazy. The other two receivers were fairly close to him, which is even crazier in my opinion. Tangier, Johnson, and McPhillips were the top three sackers in the league with 34, 23, and 21 respectively. Ridgway was actually second in interceptions. He was first going into the last game, but I think Hamilton, who was our old cornerback, who never had, he had a lot of knockdowns, but he never had any interceptions for us. Hamilton, number 4, that used to be on our team, he led the league in interceptions, so good for him. Super cool to see that. And then tackles, it says that this A. Cullum led the league, but I think actually Ridgway led the league, to be honest. We'll go ahead and go and we'll dive deeper into the stats. Sorry. So, as you can see, we're 5,000 yards passing, 5,500 yards, and then 69 touchdowns. We did have 21 interceptions, which is the most interceptions I think I've thrown since the second season that I ever played this game. It was a lot of me just experimenting, things like that, making mistakes, experimenting, and hopefully next year we'll come out and not throw so many interceptions. So that's why I kind of say the Super Bowl kind of encapsulated our season, where I made 2 huge mistakes, but other than that, it was pretty much just tearing the fucking team apart. So Priest had almost 300 attempts at 1,700 yards, and some of the reason why I'm looking to open up my offense a little bit more. I'm actually going to turn the music down a tad, so give me 1 second. Seems like it's a tad loud. So part of the reason why I'm trying to open up my offense to get more passing, to be honest, it's just Priester had such a heavy load on him. He was having to carry the team quite often, which is fine, but I needed to open my offensive playbook up a little bit, and we need to get him, I'm not even trying to get him 20 carries a game, maybe 20 touches, including passes. But he was getting, there's some games he touched the ball, 30 times, and he was getting almost 300 yards. So we don't want that. Great game for him, but we don't want that. Swift is getting older. I think he's up to sign. We'll probably just let him go. To be honest, there's a lot of good power backs a little bit later in the draft. We may wind up drafting a power back for a change of pace. We'll see how much he costs. He's a little bit older, but he doesn't play that much, so won't be that big of a deal. So this is where the biggest thing is going to happen. Shepard going into next season, he's only going to have 1 year left on his contract. Nick Kelly's going to be up for contract. We're not going to be able to sign him. So we're talking about Mackey, Watkins, and then it goes down to Columbus. So we're probably going to that's one of our number one focuses, is going to be a receiver, believe it or not, because Kelly is going to be gone. I can't sign him. And that's unfortunate because that's the first year he started for me, and he played freaking fantastically. Have a really my best 1-2 combo receiving I've ever had, even better than Hitchens. Hitchens was good, but Hitchens was a physical receiver, which is fine, but he wasn't really like, I don't know, it's tough to explain. Shepard and Kelly were really, really able to open up the field. I didn't quite have that with Hitchens, even though he was very good. But they played excellent together. Nick Kelly led us in receptions, Shepard led us in yards, and touchdowns, obviously. And then, what a great surprise, Mackey. Another reason why I kind of changed my offense up a little bit was just simply because of him. I need to get him the ball. I've got to get him the ball. So with an 18.7 yard average, we're looking to get that up closer into the 20s next season with more touchdowns. And we'll see. He may be a number 2 for us. We'll see. We'll see. He's a deep threat type archetype, which for me, those types of receivers are great in packages. But we'll see if he'll be a number 2. We'll see. Kelly, like I said, Kelly's going to be gone. I don't know what I'm going to do with Shepard. I may wind up trading him, to be honest. I hate to say that, but he's going to be very expensive, and he's going to be going into his 30s. So that's going to be tough to sign him. Maybe we'll only sign him for a couple years. We'll see how much he costs, but we'll kind of take this year right now. I may not mess with him immediately. I may be one of those things where within the, after like the third game, we can start trading. I think it's the third game. I may do something then, but Watkins stepped up. He had almost 700 yards, like in the number 4 slot, which was great. And then Judge, I wouldn't say it's a disappointing season. I would say it's a little bit of up and down season for him. I thought he'd be a little bit more productive than this. I wasn't trying to feed him the ball, but I'd never really tried to feed Hobart the ball that much either. He caught for 1,000 yards every season. I mean, he almost had 100 catches one season. So I'm not trying to compare them. They're definitely 2 different tight ends, but he's in a similar archetype. He should be getting more catches, and maybe we'll try to get him the ball a little bit more, because he's probably better with the ball after the catch than Hobart was. He's a bit more of a wrecking ball. But anyway, defensively, man, very up and down season. Very, very, very up and down season, but it wound up being fantastic. The defense really gelled when everything came together. It was exactly what I would hoped it would be. We switched our defensive scheme up to be a bit more of a blitzing defense, and that really, I think, fell into the hands of what my defense is good at. So Ridgeway really stepped up, almost 200 tackles. And his young, he's a young player, so almost 200 tackles. He had 6 interceptions, led our team. Firth had 4, which is fantastic for a mid linebacker. Devonta Barnett had 4, but he had 4 kind of off the rip, and then he kind of slowed down a little bit. I think we were forcing so many quick passes in the middle. No one was throwing to the outside, so I think I took Barnett out a little bit, which is fine. He did his job, but I think that's what held him up a little bit. I think if we'd have stayed in more of our zone defenses like we normally do, I think he would have had definitely more than 4. So I'm definitely happy with our defense. Obviously, sacks were off the charts. Tangier gets 30 sacks a freaking year. He's going to be off the team. He wants $250 million contract. I can't give it to him. Mark Johnson, again, I think he had over 20 sacks every season he's been with me, which is great. McPhillips, again, over 20 sacks every year. Fulcher, 17 sacks for a 356-pound lineman is unbelievable. It's fantastic. He averaged a sack a game, and that's all you can ask. He was probably the player that got the most, I would say, the most pressure consistently, because he's such a good block shedder and he's very strong. So he was awesome. And then Firth had 8 sacks. He's fantastic blitzing up the middle. O'Donnell, 8 sacks. He caught fire toward the end. He was the one that really kind of, I think the blitzing schemes helped him the most. He was able to kind of blossom and really flourish in our defense after we started blitzing. Agnew, obviously, he is, 147 tackles. He had an interception, 6.5 sacks. All these tackles for losses. He had 13 pass deflections. He was just absolutely everywhere. He was the ultimate Swiss Army knife for us. And he's pretty much a strong safety, he's a linebacker in a strong safety body, which is what I love. And he's a perfect buck linebacker for us. And then I want to touch on Paxton as well. I think he played very solid the times he was in. He was really good against the pass. He did have 96 tackles, which is great because he wasn't in all the time. And he definitely played well. He was in there. and he got his hands dirty, and he was good in coverage. Irons came in toward the end. We put him in some packages, and he played fantastically as well. He didn't have sacks, but he got a lot of pressures, and he made some big hits down toward the line of scrimmage, which is all you can ask for. So let's go ahead. You know what? Hold on, let's do this. Let's look at our kicking. Fuck it. So Hernandez was 100% field goals. 46 yards was his longest. We don't need our kicker a ton. He did miss that one extra point, which I'm not sure exactly what happened with that, but that is what that is. I fucked that up. So McAllister, he averaged 40.5 yards punting, which I think is pretty good. I think it's his best season he's ever had for us. When it comes to the kick returns, Mackey was fantastic. He took 2 to the house, 26.5 yard average, almost 1,000 yards. That's really, really good for a kick returner. And then punt returning, 8 yards average. You know, I return everything, so it's going to be tough to get a 10-yard average plus unless I'm returning a couple of kicks. But I thought he punt returned very well as well. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Real quick, let's go ahead and look at the offense. We had number 1 offense, number 1 defense in the league, as well. And then, let me see if we go through some of them. I usually don't go through these. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so I apologize about that. I am still sick, so I apologize. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into, I think, the yearly stuff. Let's get I want to just show you guys everything here. So, the yearly awards. Actually, I think, you know what? If I remember correctly, I think it's going to pop up when we move forward. So, let's go ahead and move forward. We'll advance the week into the off season. Hopefully, I'm correct on that. There we go. Recap. This is what I'm looking for. Boom. So here's a recap. We won 9 Super Bowls in a row. Tommy Ridgway was the Super Bowl MVP, which is awesome. He took over for Sims. If you've been watching my team, Sims I thought he was going to be a Panther for life. He's the best player I think I've ever seen in Madden. Pretty much basically Ed Reed. He was fantastic. I had to get rid of him. Traded Tommy Ridgway, came in the package, replaced him at free safety, and struggled in the beginning, but became fantastic. So he's going to definitely be our starter moving forward. NFL MVP was Darian Knox, quarterback. Coach of the year was Heisenberg, and offensive player of the year was Connor Shepard. He 30 touchdowns, that speaks for itself. Defensive player of the year, Tangier. He is just, I think every year I've had him, he's been defensive player of the year. The Patriots had the offensive rookie of the year, and the Vikings had the defensive rookie of the year. So that's pretty fucking cool. So let's go and look at the mock draft number 4. Let's see where we actually land. I'll tell you, there's a couple players. I got my eye on Philip Preston. We picked number 8, which is good. So Fernando Gomez, I believe this is the guy that we have our eye on. Very good. He looks like he's going to be a very good physical receiver. I may actually try to trade up to make sure we get him, because he's going to fit in. He's going to give us that Landon Hitchens type receiver that we really need. He's sitting right there where we're drafting. But then there's also a right edge, Jaquin Cabrera. I really like him a lot. He is a power rusher. I generally look for a speed rusher on that right side, but he looks like he's going to be absolutely fantastic. So I don't know if I'll trade up, but if I can get either Fernando Gomez or Jaquin, whatever, Cabrera, will be really set. In fact, I might make a trade to get 2 picks in the top 10, maybe to get my hands on both of those guys, which might be really cool. Be expensive, but it'd be really, really good. I think I have 2 first-round picks. I might have 3. Let's see. Yep. And then Matt. This guy looks good as well, actually, to be honest. He looks very good, but I wouldn't get him in the first round. So we'll kind of wait and see. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get... If we can make any... I don't think we can make any trades, right? Oh, we can. Let's see if we can make a trade. I don't know if we can at this point. Yeah, we can't make trades yet. Sorry, I forget when we can make trades and when we can't. Anyway. We're hiring Dave Canellis. Let's fucking go. He's the actual offensive coordinator for... Or he's actually... I think that's the coach for the Panthers right now. So let's go ahead and hire him. Wait, let's see. Hold on. No. Air pistol, heavy sets. Light trips, air gun. Yeah. I like his sets. Boom. And then let's go ahead and see who's available as a defensive coordinator. We want someone who's nickel and blitz focused. We're going to have to level someone up, which I'm actually fine with. Let's hire Kevin Irvin. Yep, Kevin Irvin. We got plenty of points to level these guys up. He's fine. Hopefully it doesn't screw us up too much, but I think we'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I just kind of wanted some new shit. So Canellis is back with the Panthers. Let's go. I'll show you the prospects that I have. I have a lot of people favorited. So we'll kind of go down the line. I'm glad it's got it by position, so we'll kind of show you. So left tackle, I do have a lot that are highlighted because we are losing our... I think we're losing our backup... Actually, no, we're not. We're losing our backup right tackle. So, sorry. I'm looking at left tackles, and I'll tell you why. If someone like a Saunders can fall in my lap, I may go after it simply because I didn't like the consistency of my left tackle play. I think he's going to be good, but when I had problems and I was getting pressured, it was generally from actually both of my tackles. Rivera, I know I'm getting a road grinding run blocker, so I'm not expecting a ton from him, but I need my left tackle to be shut down. I missed that from Andrews, and O'Donnell he just wasn't doing it. That may be a direction that we go in. So that's why I have so many left tackles highlighted here. So we got right guard and right tackle. So I have a right guard highlighted here simply because I'm going to need a center. I believe we're losing our center. So I'm looking for an interior lineman that can possibly put at center. So that's why I have that highlighted. Or there may be someone on my team that I need to move over to center, like my right guard, and then move him to Duarte, whoever I pick, to center. So, and then right tackle, I'm missing my, I'm going to be missing my backup right tackle. He's leaving. So he may be a good left tackle. He's a pass protecting right tackle, 6'6", 311. He's got the frame of a left tackle, to be honest. So he may work there. So when it comes to the edges, which we're going to need to replace Tangier, so that's going to be huge. Cabrera is my number one choice over Preston, and I'll show you why. Cabrera is going to be very good at both finesse and power rushing, but he's got better other attributes. So you see, so this is Cabrera, and that's Philip Preston. So as you can see, same play recognition. He's a better tackler. He's got a better hit power. They both suck, but he's got better hit power. Same block shedding. Finesse moves, they flip flop here because one's a power rusher, one's a speed rusher. Okay. Cabrera's got better pursuit. And Philip Preston is injury prone. Cabrera's not. And I do like Cabrera's size. So that's why I actually give the edge to Cabrera over Preston, even though Preston, for some reason, is a more highly touted player. So everything here I like. Everything here I like. You're not going to get much better than a C block shitting with a right edge. It's kind of rare, but he's got absolutely everything that you could possibly want from a power rushing right edge. And you know what? Nothing wrong with switching it up a little bit and getting bigger on the line. I mean, someone like him with McPhillips and the defensive line that I have, that could be fucking dangerous. So he's like the main guy I got my eyes on. And I believe that, for my Sam, I'm going to need to get a Sam linebacker because Shelby's leaving. Little, I'm looking at DeMarcus Little, and we'll try to go through this a little bit quicker. I got a couple of wills highlighted because I do need a Sam. With maybe one of these guys can play Sam linebacker. Cornerback I probably don't need, but I always star a couple of them just in case. I got some strong safeties favorited. I'm not going to need a strong safety. I think I favored these like when I knew Golston was going to go. Defensive tackle, I always try to put a defensive tackle in there. And then these are the two centers that I have to choose from. Probably in the later second round, I'll go for one of these guys. Yeah, so Matt McKinley looks really good. I could probably have him as my starting center, to be quite frank. Dakota Evans would be good too if I can get my hands on either one of these guys. I just think he's probably the better pick, but we'll see how that goes. I got some more edges later in the round, some more corners. I got a lot more receivers later in rounds as well. So to be honest, I'm not necessarily looking for a specific archetype. I'm looking for a good receiver. So we got Callaway, Green, deep threats. We got Marshall as a physical receiver. We got a playmaker here that we can go grab. So we got a lot of choices here. Gomez is my number one. If he falls to me, I'm probably just going to pick him. He's going to be really good. And then, yeah, we got all these choices. So I'm not going to go through everything. I don't want this to be too long. But that's what we got. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and advance week. Bill staff. Yeah, this cold's killing me. I woke up last night and it was really bad. So I apologize if I'm stopping the mic every once in a while. I'm just kind of, having to take care of myself. But firing and hiring, here we go. We're all good with that. Players ready. I'll show you the players ready to negotiate. I'm not really going to be able to sign any of these. I have 780K in cap room. I'm not going to sign any of these guys. I'm not going to do options. I can't look at him. He went 226 million. Sorry, not 250. So he's going to be extremely expensive. Madrano never accepted what we offered him. He wants to sign with us, but he's going to be. Look how expensive he is. He's going to be 30 to 40 million a year against our cap. That's a lot for a receiver. And I'm going to be honest with you. He's not Shepard. He's good, but he's not Shepard. And we're probably going to be losing Shepard next year too. So that's why receiver is going to be number 1A or B, at least on our list of draft picks or whatever. So let's see if we can see. I don't even know if I'm going to be. I can't even sign him. I can't even sign Davenport. I mean, this is kind of crazy. So, yeah, we're not gonna be able to sign any of these guys. Brody Graham, Will. That's why I had the Wills in there, because I knew I was gonna have to replace him. Owen Stockton. I'd love to re-sign him. He's just awesome. For a 78 level player, he's perfect in my team. I mean, look. We're gonna need halfback. We're gonna need a lot of shit. Hitchens. Yeah, now I see why I have the left tackles as well. So we got Hitchens, we got Ellis, or right tackle. We're losing a lot of players. We may need to draft 2 receivers, to be quite frank. Next is going to be free agency. Oh my God, we're going to lose a lot. We're going to lose a lot of players. We're going to lose a lot of players. Let's see the combine results. of our favorites. So I really would like to see Gomez 450. So that means he's probably going to be about an 89 speed, somewhere around there. I really like Jackson's speed. I like Jackson's speed quite a bit. I'm actually going to take a couple of photos of these so I can remember. See the change of direction for some of these guys. I like Ethan Jackson a lot. So we're going to put him... He's small, though. He may be someone to keep our eye on. In rounds like, maybe like 3, somewhere around 3. Okay, maybe around, if we can get him around 3, that'd be great. Yeah, I like McKinley at center. He may actually be worth looking at in the last pick of the first round. Like they have me selecting him, to be honest. The right tackle and right guard, I think, would be worth looking at, definitely. Pierce, wow, he's fast. Wow. He's very fast. Not overly strong. Very athletic. And then right edge here. Let's see. So, Mayer will be our quickest guy. Green. Cabrera's quick too. Preston's really quick as well. Cabrera and Preston are almost like real similar. Mayer looks like a really good pass, like a speed rusher. Yeah. Yeah, Preston and Cabrera, those are the two. Yeah, those are like the two top dogs. Definitely. But I would say Darren Mayer is probably number 3. And then has all these Sams here. They're similar 40s, benches. Yeah, Little he's the guy I've got my eye on. Kind of like the shuttle times to some of these other guys, though. Jeremiah Meadows. We'll look at him in the 3rd round. It's a Sam. Okay, cool. I think that's all we need to look at right now. So, those are just players we need to keep an eye on that we have needs for. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to pick all of them, or any of them. So let's see. Let's keep on moving. Sign free agents. We're not going to be able to sign shit. It says I got 22.2 million in cap space. Does that include that rookie reserve? Because that's probably where that, yeah, that 700 something thousand comes from. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, next year's not going to be that bad. Ridgeway will have to sign. Johnson will have to sign. Shepard we might trade, to be honest. Yeah, Ridgeway, Johnson will be the 2 biggest ones we need to sign, I would say. We'll see what Shepard costs. If he's like a $100 million contract, we won't. But if he's fairly cheap for like 3 or 4 seasons, then we'll hold on to him. Next year's gonna be pretty good. We need to get through this year. We need to get through this year. This year might be a little bit rough, so we're gonna rely on a lot of rookies. I'm fucked. We're just gonna have to advance through the weeks and see what we got. Tangier is signed. 5 years, 117 million. That's 200 something. Oh, wow. He's signed for like 230 mil. He signed for like 190 mil. That's fucking crazy. Who'd he sign with? The Steelers. Medrano signed with this. Okay. But he's like 60 mil for 3 years. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, we don't have the money to sign these guys, which is okay. It's okay. Stupid throat. Ah. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and view the free agency recap. Tangier, Princely signed Kelly. Princely, he used to be our right edge for a long time. Okay. Let's see if Davenport signed with anybody. He did. He's probably going to be their #1 quarterback. That's so crazy with him. Anyway. Let's go ahead and manage the team. Yeah, we lost our halfback. We lost our halfback. I forget his name. Got Shepard, Watkins, Mackey. Do we have no receivers? We have 3 receivers. We may need to draft 2 receivers, to be honest. Maybe get that physical receiver and that deep threat guy. So we're missing Kelly. Forget who the other receiver was. Columbus. Kelly and Columbus. We got our tight ends. We're good there. We got O'Donnell. It looks like Walton might be serviceable. Let's see. Got 94 strength. Run block, pass block. Or pass block, pass with power. Actually, we might be okay with him, believe it or not. We may not need a left tackle. So left tackle may be kind of a little bit lower on the list than I thought. Guerrero's just completely ass. You know, let's do this. Let's go through our actual NFL roster. So we may need a quarterback. Let's go see if we can draft a quarterback. Okay, dang it. We do need a backup quarterback. We're going to need a halfback. Like usual. Seems like we always need a freaking halfback. Fullback, we're good. Wide receiver. We need 2 receivers, 150%. Super priority. I'll say center. Though Owens could probably start. We do. I'm kind of curious about that McKee guy or whatever. I'm kind of curious about him. We're still pretty good there. And a right fucking tackle. Future / backup. We may even go higher in the draft than we think we're going to go for right tackle, to be honest. That might be the way to go. We did have that one right tackle that we were looking at that was very good. And Rivera's getting a little older. I'm not crazy about his pass blocking. Right edge, right edge, right edge. Tackle, Johnson, Fulcher, McQueen. We're good there. Christian Lang. What the fuck this guy can't. We don't need a defensive tackle at all. Definitely need a Sam. Linton can play. Linton's just not going to be our starter. He's going to be a solid backup, but he'll never really be our full starter for Irons Field. If I have to move Irons to that position, I can. And we do need a Will. We do need a Will. We need a starting Sam and a backup Will. We're great on corners. We're still very good. Same as last year. Ridgeway, we're good. We need a free safety. We have a lot of picks, though. Holy shit, I didn't realize we had this many picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 picks. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starters. We need 6 starters and like 6 backups. Like 7 starters and 5 backups, really. Okay. All right, let's advance week to the draft. Let's go and start the draft. Let's go ahead and start the draft.
Welcome to the NFL Draft.
It's gonna be an interesting season. We may do what we need to do needed to do last year and just kind of trade some people we don't want to trade. So let's go ahead and let's see something real quick. You know, I was going to trade up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and just use the picks that we have and try to get who we can get. I think we have plenty of picks in good spots. So, all right, let's make our selection here. So we're looking at receiver, 100%, right? Let's see. So we have available. Our guy is not available. Let's see. I really like Ethan Jackson. We're probably going to pick him, but not yet. So we need a right edge. Our guy's available. Our guy's available. We are drafting Joaquin Cabrera. Let's fucking go. That's our successor to Tangier right there. And he's a power rusher, so we're going to change some things around. But I think him with McPhillips on each side is going to be dangerous. He's going to be very similar to McPhillips. Sheds blocks, winning speed and finesse moves. Yeah, he's a good overall. He can do anything. Possesses a menacing bull rush. Love that. Love it. He's got a hidden dev trait. 270 pounds, 84 acceleration. Love it. Wow, he's going to be really fucking dangerous. Very McPhillips-ish. I'll put it to you like that. Skip ahead in the draft to the next user picks, and we're going to probably pick up Ethan Jackson, to be quite honest. Hopefully he's... I thought we had 3 first-round picks. I don't know. I thought we did. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our selection. I got nervous there. I thought I maybe picked the wrong button. Pick player. We need a receiver here. Ethan Jackson. He might not be the best selection here, but we need a receiver, and I really like him a lot. He is going to be our guy. Was going to try to wait to the second round, but I think he's worth grabbing. For a need. A little smaller, but we are opening up our offense a little bit. Our next pick is probably going to be that center, or maybe even the right tackle if he's available. That's okay. Love it. He's going to fit our team very, very good. He's a 94 speed, 96 so we needed to get faster. We have him and Mackey now. We are going to be fucking blazing. And by the way, let's not forget, this is about what the speed of Shepard. His change of direction is 94. I love it. He is going to be flipping awesome. This guy right here is going to get open constantly. It's going to be great. This is going to be a great pick. I love this pick. So let's fucking go. He was all like a bunch of 90s. That's crazy. So, skipping ahead in the draft, we're getting into the second round. So right now, we're getting into the second round. So our next position, McKinley is still going to be available. If he's available, we're getting him. Let's see. The right tackle and a Sam. No one I had selected, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Right tackle is not as important. We need that. We need the right tackle more for the future, but we need a starting Sam linebacker. Let's see. Little's still available. We're going to probably use one of our second-round picks on Little. So let's move ahead to the next user pick. Interesting draft so far. We need that center. We got to have that center. Let's see. He is not there. So let's see Isaac rushing, his awareness, his pass blocking, pass power, finesse, run block. Oof. Not the biggest fan of that. Dakota Evans I like. We're going to look at him in the 3rd round. Yeah, we're going to look at Dakota Evans in the 3rd round. So, I'm actually going to mark this down. We may reach for him with our last 2nd round pick. Let's see what we got here. Our right tackle. Let's see if there's any right tackles that are worth getting a pass protecting. Let's see. His awareness, his pass blocking. This guy's all B, so he's power too. Stamina. Okay. So Sean Robbins is in the 3rd round. We'll look at him in the 3rd round. Probably in the 3rd round. So let's see what receivers we have here that we can maybe get. If there's any that we still... Okay, here we go. Middleton, playmaker. Okay, we got a physical receiver here. So Middleton's still available. Catching, spectacular, short route running, medium route running. Not crazy about the route running, to be quite frank. Great release. He's a physical receiver, it said. Playmaker. Let's see. Man. All right, we got another receiver. I think it was worth picking. So really what we need to look at is that Sam linebacker on our next pick. And then we can go for the center or the right tackle. Probably the center. So we got 2 more receivers. A lot of white receivers in these drafts. It's crazy. Reliable pass catcher, strong hands. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. As like a number 4 receiver. There's nothing wrong with that, so I'm actually fine with that. Let me see. We're going to have 2 more picks in the 2nd round. Closer to the 3rd, which is good. Our Sam should be available. I'm hoping he's available. So let's go ahead and skip in the draft to our next user pick. James, go. Ooh, I think our pick is still there. I think our guy's still there. I think our guy's still there. Little. We are absolutely reaching for him a little bit, but he is going to be our starting Sam. Beautiful. High level instincts, dependable tackler. Average speed. That's fine. He's a Sam. That's okay. See his player profile. See if his acceleration is a 90. That's very important. 85 speed is fucking fantastic. I don't know why they say average speed or whatever. So, Agility, change of direction. That acceleration is extremely important for a Sam linebacker, in my opinion. So we are good. We got our linebacker. Reached a little bit, but still wasn't a bad pick. So let's go ahead and skip in the draft. Hopefully our center is still available. Evans. Let's see if Evans is available. Ah, he's not. Fuck. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's look at some interior linemen here. Round 3. No. So let's see the right tackle. For a power tackle. We had S. Robbins. We had Robbins marked. We're going to select Robbins. We still need a center. Owens is probably going to be our center, though. We're actually not that bad at center. We've gotten a lot of the players that we actually want, which is good. I think we're having a good draft so far. A+. Awesome. Love to see that. Acceleration, change of direction, jumping speed, strength. Great strength, great acceleration. Love it. Absolutely love it. .6'8", 326. That's what you want. You want a big fucking lineman. Okay, so let's see how many what draft picks I have. Okay, so we still need a center. That ship has sailed for us. We need a will linebacker. Let's see, Henry. We could go for that Sam. We might go for Callahan. Callahan or Henry. Callahan or Henry. And then what else? Let's see our favorites here. Remember, we do need a free safety as well. Ooh, this guy's still a bit. Sambuchi is still available. I like Sambuchi. Okay. Love Sambuchi. Sambuchi, baby. Awesome. I'll put a star next to his name, actually. And do we have any running backs? We don't. That's okay. So in the third round, we actually have 2 picks again. We're looking for Sambuchi and Callahan or Henry. Huh? Here we go. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the linebacker. So Callahan gone. Henry? No Henry? Okay. And then free safety. Sambucci, I'm sure, is gone. Dang it. We're going to get Alexander, probably. Let's see, hold on. Possibly Alexander. Let's see. Strong arm quarterback here. Okay, so he's still available. He may not be a bad pick. Let's see the Wills again. I'm gonna pick Terrain Smith. We really need a Will. Okay, I like him actually. I actually like him. Will, I'm good. Okay. If that quarterback's still there, we may get that quarterback. It's not that necessary, but... free safety. It was Alexander we were looking at. Is that quarterback still there? He is. We're getting the quarterback. I think he's too good to pass up. I'm surprised he wasn't picked earlier, to be honest with you. Let's see. Hidden dev trait. Throwing power's at 96. Let's see his play action show. Deep accuracy. I mean, he's really good. He's going to be really good. He may, I mean, I'm not saying shit. He's going to be really good. That's all I'm going to say right now. Let's go ahead and skip ahead in the draft. Next user pick. We still need a free safety and a kicker. This guy's still... Let's see this guy here. We never looked at him. Let's just look at all. This is like all the free safeties. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Free safeties. I don't know what. I don't think we drafted a free safety, but I forget if we did or not, to be honest. Round 3 or 4. We're in round 4. Play recognition is good there. Man coverage. Zone, catching, tackling. Pursuit, block shedding. Physical player, bone crushing, savvy defender. Shows you good discipline. 4.5, eh. Don't like that pick. I don't like any of these guys, to be honest. Alright, so, what else are we looking for here? Let's see if there's a center there. I mean, I don't think we'll find anybody worth the shit, but... No, not really. C. Lewis? Okay. So I'm gonna okay, free agent. We're gonna look to sign him. He may be like our last pick or something, but he looks pretty good. Whatever. I don't know why we're looking at that. So, the one that's carrying. We're gonna get Goodrich. Let's see. 4.4. Yep. We got a halfback. I think some of those free safeties we can wait. I did it, Mama. Nice slippery juke move. Yep. That's a great backup to Priester right there. Holy shit, that's actually some high ratings for a pick like that. Okay, acceleration, jumping, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. He's fast. Change of direction, 90. He's going to be very good. Very good. Very, very, very good player he's going to be. Okay. Let's keep on going here. We're going to get that center as a free agent. We need a kicker and a free... Well, we need a kicker and a free safety. Oh, it's over. Okay, beautiful. So let's go ahead and look at the draft recap and cross our fingers. My game is acting twitchy. So we still need center, free agent, kicker, long snapper. All right, so wow, that last pick was very good. So solid draft overall. I think every player is usable, including the quarterback. Shit, let's see what we have. So as a right edge, 83 speed, 84 acceleration, 81 agility, 84 strength, which is very good for an end. Let's see. I'm curious what his like block shedding and stuff is. Tackling, Tackling power, which is pretty normal for an end. Block shedding 72, a little bit low. Okay. Like his pursuit. I like his toughness and stuff. That's good. So, he's going to drop in and start. Ethan Jackson. This guy I'm actually pretty interested in seeing. Very fast. Very elusive. He's going to be a problem. Not the best juke move and spin move, but he's going to be like Kelly, but faster. Let's see. Nice break tackling, actually. Not too bad. Catch, Travis back. Okay. So he's going to be able to make big plays. So he's going to fit in our offense that we've changed. What we've changed. So we need to get this. We need to get him these skills up. Even his deep route isn't great, to be honest. Release, okay. We're going to have to work on that. We're going to have to work on him. He's going to be a work in progress. So Middleton, our other wide receiver, bit more of a playmaker. So he's 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 agility, carrying, change of direction. He's okay. He's going to be solid as like a 4. He's not going to be anything super dominant. Let's see. Can catch the ball. So he'll be good in certain situations. May even be good as like a slot receiver. He's gonna be solid. Solid. He'll be good enough to put on our roster and play. Sam linebacker, 76. I'll take it. His awareness is 67. That'll come up in with playtime. Which actually on defense you're looking for more play recognition than awareness, to be honest. Very fast. I would say fairly strong. Fairly strong for a linebacker. Change of direction's good. It's tackling and shit. Play recognition, that's what you're looking for. 76, definitely solid. Tackling's 87, which is good. Power, not the biggest hitter, but he's a good tackler. Block shedding is solid. Pursuit's good. His cover skills are terrible. We're gonna have to work on his cover skills. Yep, he's got the stats to start. Robbins, right tackle. Can he fit in as a backup and possible starter in the future? His acceleration's good for his size. Good strength. Anything over a 90 for an offensive lineman is very good. Pass block solid. Pass block power solid. Anything in the 70s is solid. We try to get everything over 75 fairly quickly. Run block power. Run block finesse. We'll have to work on his agility and his blocking skills, but I think that'll be good. We'll put him in our practices and stuff, and then I think he'll be able to step in if Rivera is going to be too much. I'd love to get his impact blocking up. That's a little bit low for a mauler. We want to see that in the 80s. Let's see his health, stamina, and stuff. Yep, he's got the stats to be an eventual starter. Will linebacker. Did I get 2 wills? I got starting Sam and a backup Will. Okay, 72. He's fine for a backup. 83 speed. He's actually fast, pretty fast. 88 acceleration, agility. Like it. Let's see like his tackling and stuff like that. Pursuit, play recognition, fine for a backup. He'll get that up with playing time. 77 tackling, the power, block shedding, his pursuit's solid. Decent cover linebacker. Okay, he's going to be a perennial backup. He's going to be perennial backup, which is fine. We don't need a starter. Hugh, interested in this guy. Awareness, we can get that up. We don't even need him to be aware because we're going to be using him. Okay, here we go. Throwing power is a 96. Accuracy is solid. That can come up with playing time in practice. Throwing the pressure. I like him. Personality's a 92. Durability, love it. He's going to be good. He's going to be on our bench for at least a couple of years. But he's going to be good. We'll see what Knox looks like when it comes to re-sign him. And with McHugh kind of becomes halfback. This might be kind of the steal of the draft, to be honest with you here. Speed, 93. Acceleration, great. Agility. Agility. Love the change of direction. 90 plus change of direction as a premier player. Juke moves, spin moves in the 80s off the rip. Let's go. Stiff arm, break tackle, trucking. They're all solid for his size. Great catching for a back. Let's see. His release is good. That means he's a good route runner. Did we see his juke move and stuff? I don't think we've seen that yet. No, this is gonna be. He's got good numbers to even be a starter. Let's see his like juke move and stuff. Maybe I missed that. Hold on. Oh no, we saw that. Yeah, he's going to be very good. He's absolutely going to be on our roster as our number 3 getting playtime. 100%. Awesome. Well, that's the draft. We're going to kind of stop it there. In the first game, I'm going to kind of go over if I made any other moves and final rosters, things like that. So I'm sorry if this went on a little bit long, and I'm sorry if I'm struggling a little bit with my voice and just being sick. So I'm sorry for that. And you know, there's no real script to this, so was just kind of going through it. And yeah, I think again, we got some good young players. Most of these players, except for the receivers, are not going to get a ton of playing time. But a lot of these were put on as backups. I mean, Cabrera, Jackson, and Little are probably going to be starters off the rip, and then everyone else is going to get playing time, but they're going to be backups. So we'll see how that goes. I'll go ahead and mess with their numbers and their swag and all that stuff, and we'll get the first game going. Appreciate you guys, and I will catch you week fucking 1. Let's make it 10 Super Bowls in a row. Let's go.